Welcome back for example 2, exploring the effects of changing dimensions. A cone has a radius of 7 feet and a height of 14 feet. Explain whether doubling the height would have the same effect on the volume of the cone as doubling the radius. All right, so first we have to determine the original dimension, the original volume, okay? So we know the volume of a cone is 1/3 base. This is the cone is the area of a circle, pi r squared is the area of the base times the height. Okay, so what do we know? We know the radius is 7, so volume equals 1/3 pi 7 squared, and the height is 14. Okay. So 7 squared is going to be 7 times 7, which is 49. Times 14. We are just going to have to go 14 times 49 because I don't see that 49 is divisible by 3 or 14. So I'm going to go over here, go 49 times 14. 4 times 9 is 36, write the 6, carry the 3. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 3 is 19. 1 times 9 is 9, 1 times 4 is 4. We have 6, 18, write the 8, carry the 1. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6, 686. So we have the volume being 686 over 3 pi. And if I wanted to see if this is divisible by 3, I'd add up these numbers. So 6 plus 8 is 14. 14 plus 6 is 20. 20 is not divisible by 3. So this would be our answer right here. Okay. Okay. Now let's go ahead and double the height and see what happens. So we have the volume equaling 1/3 pi. The radius is 7 squared. 2 times the height, which is 14. Okay, so we know that 7 squared is 49. And 2 times 14 is 28. So now we just need to figure out what 49 times 28 is. Let's see. Go over here. 49 times 28. 8 times 9 is 72. Write the 2, carry the 7. 8 times 4 is 32. Plus 7 is 39. Okay, put the 0 here. 2 times 9 is 18. Write the 8, carry the 1. 2 times 4 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. 2. 9 plus 8 is 17. Write the 7, carry the 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. Plus 3 is 13. So we have the volume equaling 1,372 over 3 pi. Yeah, and this would be what, feet cubed? Feet cubed. Okay, so since they're both divided by 3, I'm just going to compare these two. I want to see how many times 686 goes into 1,372. So I'm going to turn on this calculator. What was it? 1,372, 1,372. And I'm going to divide that by 686. And it's 2. So that means it's 2 times bigger. So if I take this number and multiply it by 2, I get this number. So if I double the height, the volume is 2 times bigger than the original volume of the cone. Okay, let's see what happens when we double the radius. So we're going to go volume equals 1/3 pi. We're going to double the radius. What is the radius? 7. So it's going to be 2 times 7 squared times the height, which is 14. 2 times 7, that's 14. So we're ending up with 14 squared times 14. Okay, so 14 times 14, I'm pretty sure that's 196. But let's just check. 14 times 14, 4 times 4 is 16, write the 6, carry the 1. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1. Yes, 196. So we have the volume equaling pi 196 times 14. So now I just need to determine what 196 times 14 is. 4 times 6 is 24. Write the 4, carry the 2. 4 times 9 is 36. Plus 2 is 38. Carry the 3. 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 3 is 7. Write a 0. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 1 is 1. 4. 8 plus 6 is 14. Write the 4, carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10. Plus 7, 17. And 2. So we end up with 2,744 pi all over 3. And I just want to see how many times 686 goes into this number. So I'm going to use my calculator right here, clear this out. 2,744 divided by 686 equals 4. So it's 4 times. The volume is 4 times as big if you double that radius. Crazy. Okay, so all right, so let's go ahead and write our answer here. When the height of the cone is doubled, the volume is doubled. When the radius is doubled, the volume becomes 4 times the original volume. All right, and there we go. That is our answer. Okay, and now I want you to go ahead and try this next problem on your own. Right here, B. So here is my friend the pause dragon. Reminding you to pause your device. Go ahead and work out this problem. When you get done, press play and we'll talk about it together. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, let's see how you did. So it says a cone has a radius of 3 feet and a height of 4 feet. Explain whether tripling the height would have the same effect on the volume of the cone as tripling the radius. Okay, so let's go ahead. We have the volume equals 1/3 pi. Our radius is 3, so we have 3 squared times our height, which is 4. We know that 3 squared is the same thing as 3 times 3, which is 9. 1/3 of 9, right? They have a common factor of 3. 3 goes into 3 one time, 3 goes into 9 3 times, and then we just go 3 times 4, which is 12. So our volume of our original figure is 12 pi feet cubed. Okay? Now let's go ahead and triple the height and see what happens. Okay, so we have our volume equals 1/3 pi r squared. R is 3 squared. And now we're tripling the height. 3 times 4. And what do we get? Volume equals 1/3 pi. 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. And we're going to cross cancel here. 3 goes into 3 and 9. 3 goes into 3 one time. 3 goes into 9 3 times. 3 times 12 is 36. So the volume equals 36 feet cubed for tripling the height. So if I go 36 divided by 12, I think that's 3. So the height is 3 times as bigger as the original. Let's see if that's the same case if we triple the radius. So we have 1/3 pi, 3 times the radius, which is 3. All of that is squared. The height is 4. Okay, I'm just going to work this out. 3 times 3 is 9. So we have 9 squared times 4. 9 times 9 is 81. Times 4, 81. Okay, so I know 3 goes into 81 because 8 plus 1 is 9, and 9 is divisible by 3, which means 81 is divisible by 3. I'm just not sure how many times. I'm going to take it over here. 81 divided by 3. 3 goes into 8. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 left over. Drop down the 1. 3 goes into 21 7 times. 7 times 3 is 21. Okay, so it goes in 27 times. So 3 goes into 3 one time. 3 goes into 81 27 times, and then we basically have 27 times 4, which I don't know what that is either. 27 times 4. 4 times 7 is 28, right? The 8 carry the 2. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 2 is 10. So 108 pi. Okay, so feet cubed. All right, so the question was, explain whether tripling the height would have the same effect on the volume as tripling the radius. Well, we can see that when we triple the height, the volume ends up being 36, and when we triple the radius, it's 108, which is how many times? 108 divided by 12. What is that? Let me see. So clear 108 divided by 12. Okay, so that's 9 times bigger. So we know this is from here to here, that's 3 times bigger, but when we go from here to here, that's 9 times bigger. So explain whether tripling the height would have the same effect on the volume of the cone as tripling the radius. And okay, when we triple the height, the volume is 3 times bigger as the original, but when we triple the radius, the volume is 9 times bigger as the original. So it does not, tripling the height and radius do not have the same effect on the volume of the original figure, of the original cone. All right, that is it. That is our answer. So if you got all that and you showed all your work, great job. If not, go ahead and fix your answer so all of your work looks the same as mine. All right, awesome job, and I will see you next time.